10 people were arrested yesterday for public violence during a protest over the eviction of a group of people who built shacks on a Stellenbosch wine farm without permission. Let's cross live to our reporter Nasipi Same for more on the story. Nasipi, thank you for your time. If you could perhaps just give us more details on, perhaps background on the story for us, if you will.
Well, before I give you an update, Tavo, a very good afternoon to you and also to the viewers at home. Indeed, about 10 people from Kayamnande who had invaded a privately owned farm were arrested on Monday. My apologies, were arrested on Monday and have been released. 9 were released yesterday, and the one of the 10 people was released this morning. We saw a group of people from Kayamnande marching to Stellenbosch earlier on this morning to hear the bail of the one person that was due to be released today, where we heard that he has been released, and what the community leaders say was a free bail, and the 10 people rather will be appearing and will be back in court later on this month. Last month in June, no, about 2 months ago, on the 21st of June, we were back here where the community of Kayamnande had shut down the specific area, calling on the mayor to come and address the people of Kayamnande as they had various demands. One of those demands were houses, and basically what the community leaders have said, or rather said in June on the 21st, that the community of this area has an issue of service delivery and in particular houses, and that backyard dwellers were fed up with being on the housing waiting list and had vowed, or rather called on the mayor to come and address the community here. However, on that specific day, on the 21st of June, we know that the mayor had said that she won't be coming to the specific area to address the crowd that had shut down the community. And then later on in that day, we saw the community marching into Stellenbosch to the mayor's office, where they handed over their demands. And as I mentioned earlier on, one of those demands was houses. A fast track to the past weekend is that a couple of people who were backyard dwellers who felt like the municipality isn't doing enough for their grievance, which they had addressed in the previous month, they decided to occupy a privately owned farm, where we know that the owner of the farm had sought a court order to interdict people from invading that piece of land or building on that specific piece of land. As we are aware from what the community leaders have said, that the community had prior tried to occupy that piece of land, hence the owner of that farm had sought this court order. However, last week we know that the people who are backyard dwellers of Kayamnande had occupied that piece of area, and on Monday we saw those arrests playing out and people being shot by pops, and 10 people being arrested and taken into custody. And having spoken to a community leader, he said that one of the 10 people who was arrested was a female who was shot with a rubber bullet and was taken into custody and denied medical attention up until yesterday, where they had asked their lawyer to go and speak to law enforcement agencies and police to give this woman who was shot with rubber bullets on Monday to get medical attention.
Now, just to go back a little bit, Nasipi, did the mayor cite any reasons as to why he couldn't meet with the community?
Well, going back to on the 21st of June, rather, where there was the shutdown and the mayor had not come to address the community, which was calling on for her to come and address them. And according to the community of Kayamnande, and that's what they said today, was that the mayor has never been to this area. And in their words, they say that the mayor just Googles the place of Kayamnande and is not aware where exactly it is. However, on that specific day, we did get an opportunity to speak to the mayor of Stellenbosch, who had said that that is utter lies, and she has been to the area and had a couple of engagements with the people of Kayamnandi. However, today we heard the same allegations. But just taking it back again to June, the mayor had said that she will be meeting with the community leaders and try and address the grievances that they had. And as I mentioned earlier on, one of those grievances was a lack of housing in the area.
And so to date, there hasn't been any additional responses from the mayor's office regarding this?
There hasn't been any additional responses regarding this, but we do know that from the time that there was a shutdown up until now, we know that the municipality had tried to put up temporary structures. However, the community is saying that they don't want to go into temporary structures because there's another community not too far from this area who are living in temporary structures, have been in those temporary structures for ages. So they are saying that as backyard dwellers, they don't mind building their own shacks on a piece of land because they know the municipality will not hear their pleas. However, we do know that the community leaders of this area and were leading the march and the land invasion of that piece of area, which is now called Azania, have met with the municipality and the mayor, and that meeting was due to take place at 11:30. So we are aware that they are currently in a meeting with the mayor or the municipality or somebody representing the municipality in regard to what had happened on Monday.
All right, and lastly, Nasipi, before we let you go, just a small little status report as to the way forward now. What happens now?
Well, we spoke to some residents who were living in the houses that are currently settled on that private farm, and they were saying that, quite frankly, they don't know what they're going to do now. Are they going back to the houses? Are they allowed to go back to their houses? They honestly don't know, but I'm sure they will have, a status update in regarding to what is the next plan following the meeting with the community leaders, which is currently inside the municipality offices in Stellenbosch.
All right, Nasipi, always a pleasure. Much appreciated there. Our reporter Nasipi Same coming to live from the Western Cape, where, as you may have heard, 10 people were arrested during a protest over the eviction of a group of people who built shacks on a Stellenbosch farm. We will bring you an update on that story.